biggest things I find is we have women who love the sun and women that don't like the sun. I am of the, I don't like the sun, but I like to look like I've been in the sun. Now, I have not sat in the sun since I was in high school. All through college, my early 20s, 30s, 40s, and now 50s, I am a sunscreen hat wearing person. I just am. I don't like the feel of the sun and the heat on my face for very long. I get hot and I just don't love it. I'd much rather be under an umbrella reading my book than like sunbathing. As much as I love that glow, that feeling like you've been at the beach all day and you've got that like crispy skin. I mean, at the end of the day, not when you're actually having it happen to you. But to get that, I gotta do some different things. I don't self-tan. I don't use one of those like sprays or, you know, go to someone to have a self-tanner, and I also don't use the products to get my self-tan. But I do have a bronzer. And I forget about the bronzer. So today, let's get our glow on with bronzer. I am going to show you how to use bronzer as a glow and also as a contour. So ditch the contour and use the bronzer. What do you think? Let's try it out, see what we think, and get our glow back. First thing I need to do is put my hair back because it's going to be in the way. I just had my hair cut and she did such a nice job. I just don't want to get it in my face, and I want to show you because I want to definitely add some warmth to my face. I've washed my face, I've moisturized it. I don't have any sunscreen on today. I don't plan on being outside at all because I have a lot of things to do for work, and one of them is doing my makeup with you. I'm gonna go in, let's get our basic foundation on, and then we'll work with the bronzer. Now, what about you? Are you a lady who likes to sit in the sun? Do you wear SPF? What do you like for your face? Do you like a glowy look, or do you like to be very pale and just have your actual skin color be your skin color? It's very different. So many different women like to do different things. And for me, I just like to be in my sunscreen, in my hat, and that's how I do it. So let's just put this on, and I'm gonna minimize all the redness on my face, which is so funny. I'm gonna get rid of the redness and I'm gonna add some glow. But that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna look in the mirror. I'm gonna get this sort of redness off. I do like to use my fingers, so if you haven't seen any of my videos before, you can use a brush to apply this cream makeup. I like going on my fingers. It's just the way I like to apply my makeup, and I've just done it from the beginning. I used to use a liquid foundation. I would shake it up, put it in my hands, and rub it on my face. Same kind of idea. I'm now using my fingers. I think I've gotten everything. I want to put a little bit over here because I've got some issues. So I'm going to do this because I'm going to just minimize these spots. I have them on both sides. I didn't put my hair back over here, so let's just do that. And then I'm going to go in with the blush and bronzer brush, and I'm going to blend it all in. Now, this is a very thin, light application. I highly recommend starting light and then building. One of the best things we can do for mature skin is add more hydration, more moisture, add a more youthful look by hydration. And cream foundation is one of the best things that you can do. As we age, our skin gets drier, it loses elasticity and collagen. And so it's really, really important that to look more youthful, to help our skin age and look better longer, we need to do the things that are going to help our skin look more youthful. And that is by adding more moisture and hydration. So that's why I love cream foundation. It's a game changer, really. And you know what I didn't really do is, hold on, I was talking, I didn't do really anything right there. Maybe I did it on the other side. I'll watch this back and be like, yes, you did. You put it there. So this is just like a little facelift up here. Okay, so I always like to look in the mirror before I do anything else because sometimes I don't blend very well and I'm going quickly. But this is how I do my makeup all the time. I'm quick, I'm fast. I don't want to spend all the time doing my makeup. I want to get out doing what I like to do. So it's all about keeping it simple and looking good with the least amount of products and to do that, this is how I did it. Okay, I sort of blended a bunch of times. I did the same thing. Did I do over here? Yes. Okay, so let's get into doing the bronzer and using the bronzer as a contour and adding brightness to your face. Now, you could use a big fluffy brush like this. This is the other end of the blush bronzer. It's got a really big fluffy end. You can see that versus the more dense end, which is what I like to apply my foundation and my blush with. But this is great if you want to get a big space, right? You could, if you like more sheen, you could take this brush into your bronzer and your illuminator, swirl it around and really add a very light, big sort of bright kind of glow like that. But that's not what I want to do today. Today I want to use my bronzer as a contour and as a glow. I want to show you how I'm going to take my detail brush, which has this great edge to it, right? It's got this edge right here. You see that? I'm going to use that edge just like I would my contour, but I'm going to use my bronzer instead. And it's going to give me a warmer look, and I'm going to use it just the same way I would, and I'm just going to pop it in there. And you see how it gives that line? Don't worry, I'm going to blend it. I wanted to show you how I'm going to use this, and I'm going in kind of heavy so you can see. I'm going to go in like this, and I'm using this detail brush to really add warmth to my skin. You see the difference? See how warm it is right there? See how that is? There's so many different color contours and bronzers. I love this color. This is Bella Bronzer. And I'm gonna put it in here like this. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend it. So I'm gonna go in like this. And then you don't wanna forget a little bit on your chin. And then definitely do along here, because we're gonna pull that down into our neck, because we don't want our neck to be a different color than our face, right? We want to make sure that it's complementing each other. So I'm going to take the same brush, and now I'm just going to blend it in. I'm going to put my palette down so I can do this. I don't need two hands, but I'm going to blend this in like this. I'm just making sure that I'm getting into my hairline and pulling it down like this. And it's going to create this shadow, a warm shadow around my face, just like contour, but it's a very soft product. Contour is a little thicker, a little harder, and not as easy to blend. So this is just going to add a really, and just make sure, just blend it in. You don't want any lines, right? So it's the same idea. I'm giving that like a sea of warmth, right? And I really want to get it into my cheekbones like this and blend it. So it's not as much of a harsh or a real true dimension. It's more like a soft, warm dimension, right? And then don't forget a little bit down your nose, because we want to do that, and then go across your nose, because where does the sun hit, right? It's going to hit like this. Now, don't forget your jawline, because we already put it down there. You want to bring it down your jaw like this and bring in the warmth. Bring the warmth from your bronzer down your neck like that. Now, if you had a lower, shirt or blouse or whatever, you would want to make sure that you're bringing it down into your chest, especially if you don't sit in the sun. There are a lot of ladies who exercise, or maybe they play tennis, or they walk and they're outside and they're wearing, a tank or a scoop or whatever, and they have, tanner arms. So you just want to make sure whatever your arm is and your chest is, that we're working up into your face as well. So if you're really tan in here, you may need to go, definitely with the bronzer on your neck and on your face to match it. And when you do send in your color match with your picture to me for a match for your makeup, make sure that if you are someone who sits out and you're a tanner, or you're, an exerciser, an outdoor person, and you have very tan arms and chest, I'll need to know that so that I can make sure that your neck and your face isn't very, very light, because that looks funny, right? It looks funny when your face is white and your neck and your body is really tan, or vice versa. You have a very tan face and then you're very pale here. We want to sort of blend it out. I know it sounds crazy, but it makes a big difference, because people from far away will look at you and be like, wait a minute, her face looks different than her body, So then another thing you can do is you can go in, now you've done some more definition with the bronzer, You could take the brush bronzer, tap in, and you could swirl it, where the sun is, right? Just to lightly warm up your face in those areas, just to bring in the bronzer like that. Now, of course, it depends on, you know, your skin tone, what color bronzer you use. I like this for most people. Bella bronzer is a great addition. So then now we've got our bronzer. Another thing you can do is take a smaller brush like this, or even, oops, sorry, something like the blend brush, the smaller end of the blend brush. You could go in and tap in to your bronzer like this. Don't take up too much. See, that's not too much. I hope that can, does that come on the screen? So see, that's not too much. You just have to be really careful. And you can add that to your eyelids, very lightly to your eyelids, because that'll give your face and your eyelids a little bit of the same glow. So see how that adds almost like an eyeshadow. So just make sure it's even, don't pick up too much, and then lightly blend it on your eyelids. I already primed my eyelids with my makeup when I started, so this is just a great way to brighten and highlight your beautiful eyes with a little color. Okay, and just make sure if you've hooded eyes, make sure you're getting it up there, and then you can get it under like this. See what that looks like? Let me look. Yeah, so that just brightens your eye. Of course, I need to work on my eyebrows, which I will do. Then go in with your favorite blush. I'm having some fun with these purples. And these are new colors that are on the line right now. This is, what is it, February of 2025. I'm loving these purples. They are gonna work fine with a warm, glowy skin. If you were at the beach and you had on a gorgeous like lavender or pinks or something, such a great complement, right? So I am gonna use these because they happen to be right here. So I'm gonna go into Purple Rain, which is this darker purple. I'm gonna use my blush bronzer, and I'm gonna lightly, and it looks very purple, I get it, but once you blend it in, it's gorgeous, right? So I'm just gonna add a little bit more back here, add a glow, and then I'm gonna go into this like pinker color and tap it in like this, right? And I'm already just tan for me. This is tan for me. I don't usually get this much tan, so it's funny looking at myself here in the mirror, because I'm like, oh my God, I got so much tan, because I'm used to being paler, but I want you to see the options that you have, especially if you're gonna go on vacation, like spring break is, you know, looming, March is coming. So that is kind of a purpley color that you could use. But if you don't like that, there's so many other options. So we could go in and use, here, we could use, I think this is Fig. So this is Fig. You could go into Fig. If you prefer like a darker sort of berry color, you could do this on top, and you can certainly mix and match your colors like this. The way the light is hitting me, I'm feeling like if I look in my mirror right here, it's uneven. Okay, so let's use, that's Fig, right? Fig over the purple. That's really, really pretty. And then you could just tap in to your lips. And depending on what you like, right? So that's just a very soft matte lip. I think it's really important to have a glow. I love Sunshine State. That's another, oh, sorry, wrong palette. I love something like Sunshine State, which has got a little gloss in it. It's sort of very similar. I should have started with actually Fig, but I wasn't really thinking Fig. I was in my purple era. So this is Fig, and then this is Sunshine State. And see how this Sunshine State has some of that same brownie, plummy color in it. So it will look so pretty on top. So I'm just gonna use my fingers and add this on top for my glowy look. Now you can also tap in here and add the Sunshine State on top to give yourself a really pretty glow like that, and just, you can add it like this. So it's almost like an illuminator, the gloss, right? This gloss is almost like an illuminator, and it's, see the blue in my eyes? It's just popping from the bronzer, right? It's so pretty. Now, if you feel like you like more glow, you can always, like I said earlier, go in with the fluffier end of your brush, tap in to both, you know, your illuminator, you can swirl around like this, right? Pick it up and then add it to your face like this, and you'll have more shimmer because of the illuminator. Now, I don't need a ton of illuminator, but you know, you would be like this, right? Another option. I love going into my illuminator, and just like I did with the gloss, you can just add it here. Now, the illuminator is not a gloss, so it'll have more staying power on the top of your cheeks like this, right? And it just adds that glow, that youthful glow that you should want as we age. And then take your illuminator. You could take your finger and add it. And I do this all the time. So if you are a regular viewer of my videos, you'll know I am a huge lover of illuminator as a cream eyeshadow. I just add it to the eyelids like this, and then I'll go in and add it to my brow bone just lightly. This is rose gold. It's such a pretty color. See how pretty that is? It's just soft. And I'm just gonna sit here so that I can zoom in later so you can see what this looks like. Like that. And then you've gotta do your eyebrows. You gotta do your eyebrows. You know, even if you have a glowy look like this, and this is quick. This is a quick, fast makeup. You're in and out of the door quickly, but you should take a minute to either use your brow wax, which I'll use right now, or a brow gel. I'm gonna use the brow wax because I happen to have it right here. And I really like the brow wax because it's easy. I can sort of brush it in. It's got a little bit of tackiness to it, which you would, you know, think of wax, and it's just so fast. Whereas if you like the, we have the brow gel. If you prefer this, you could use this as well and just comb it through. If you like, you could take your spoolie, tap in the other end, and fill in your eyebrows with your contour or something like that. But I want this to be really natural. Just a glowy, beautiful, simple. You've just left the beach. You're about to go out to, you know, maybe it's happy hour, or maybe it's a sunset cruise, or you're going to a dinner and the sun is setting and you want to just feel beachy and fabulous. This would be a great thing. This would be great in the winter when you just need some color because you're feeling very pale. There's so many ways to use bronzer. This is just one way. Warm up your face, and because it's a cream, it's not going to sink into your fine lines. It's actually going to add that youthful glow. It's hydrating. It's a very light, soft cream, so it's very easy to blend and give you that look. Now, we can't go out without mascara, so I've been loving this new Half Moon. It's a bigger, what do you call it, eyelash curler. It's more round, so I've been loving that. I've been using that. I I will be honest, I have been having sort of a love, not hate, but love, not like with the new mascaras. I haven't really gotten the hang of them. I think the Velvet is my favorite, but of the other two, the Lash Leather, and if you're new here, Saint, this brand that I'm using, came out with 3 mascaras just recently, and I'm liking this one, which is the matte with the gold embossed right here. This is called the Lash Velvet. I'm liking this one the most. It has the hourglass tube wand like that, and I like this one the best. I've been playing with this one, and I feel like it gives my lashes the most volume and makes them feel a little bit better. And I still have a little bit of transfer of the mascara to my top lid, which I don't love, but I think that happens with just my eyes and the way they're shaped. It happens with other mascaras too. And then, so that's the mascara. I like to look down so I get less transfer. And then this new lash brush is so cool. See this brush? See how it's got that feathered? And what you do is you just go into your mascara like that. Pick up your mascara. Don't forget to put it back in the tube, because that can happen, you can forget. And then go in, and this is so cool. I'll do this and then I'll zoom in to see if you can see it. Go in to your lashes like this. Wait, hopefully I gotta get up so you can see it. And you just paint them in. So I'll zoom in as I'm doing this, and hopefully you can see it better. You just go lightly and paint in to the lashes on the bottom. It's really cool. I'll do it on this side too. I may need to pick up more mascara. I think I need to pick up more mascara. I do. Hold on, let me pick up some more mascara to do the other side. And kind of just go in, grab that mascara, and then paint it in. Yeah. Ah, now it's coming. It's kind of cool. Here, let me come in. I gotta lean on the table to do this so I don't make a mistake. There it is. Can you see that now? And it's really cool. See how I like painted it in? Okay. I need my magnifying mirror, but oh, see how much mascara I got now on it? Oh my gosh. Well, now you can definitely see it, right? It may be a little bit more than I'm used to, but that's okay. I really wanted to show you how that works. Then another thing that I think is really cool, if you want a natural minimal look, you've got the glow going, right? So let's let that dry for a second before I do this. I would take my brown Revant, eyeliner. This is long-lasting, amazing eyeliner for mature skin. It's gel. And it's smudge proof, but the coolest thing about this eyeliner is you can wash it off with your cleanser. I can go into my bathroom at the end of the day. This will not have been dripped down on my eyes or anything like that. And I can just use my cleanser. I use the Salatoir Moisturizing Cleanser. I don't have a problem at all. I wish I had my bigger mirror here, but I don't have it. So we're not gonna, no worries. We're gonna take the mirror that's right here. I'm gonna come in, and what I like to do with this, it does have a sharpener on this end, and it just rolls up from the top. And what I like to do is go into my waterline. Now, I learned what that was. Can you believe it? I had no idea what it was. It's called tight lining. And you just come in here to the bottom of your lashes like this and just rub it along your lash line. So what it does is it makes your mascara and your eyelashes look thicker. See how that just kind of like filled in right there? And then I love to just fill this in. I like to do the outer corner of my lid, right? And then you can, if you want, go and just do a light along the bottom. And then I'm gonna do it on the other side. The other side, for some reason, is a little harder for me. So hold on. Can't really talk when I do the left side. And just rub it along the lashes. Like that. And I do have some transfer of mascara right there, which drives me crazy. So I've now kept Q-tips on hand. And hold on, I'm gonna go back, but I'm gonna take a little bit of the Q-tip. I don't know, like take a little water on my tick. Just gonna go in along that and just clean that up real quick. See how I just cleaned that up? Okay, and then do I have a little bit on this side? No, it's weird, I don't have this. I have a little bit right there. So I do get a little transfer. So if that happens, just have your mascara for your eyelids. The issue with that is you could remove some of your eyeshadow. So just go back in and just, you can go lightly in and do it. Some people like to do their mascara, just go in like this. Okay, now I'm gonna take the eyeliner. See, mistakes happen. Messy happens, this is life. It's gonna happen with mascara. It's gonna happen with, sometimes you might get some fallout of your eyeshadow, so that's why I like to tap it off before I put it on. So you can take the same eyeliner, right? And I like to go in here and just do a little bit on the top corner, just along the lash line, lightly like this. Again. Now you could do it before your mascara, or you could do it after like I'm doing. And then you can just go in with your finger and just blend it a little bit like this. Smudge it. And I love that like smudged look, right? See that? And I'm staying here because I'm gonna zoom in. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna zoom this in when we do the video. Okay, and then do the other side. And just again, to keep it tight to your lashes. And I do like to wiggle it between the lashes as well. And then I'll just go in with my finger, smudge it a little bit. Like that. Make sure they're even. And then what I need to do is close this because this will dry out. So you don't want that to dry out. So make sure you close your, what do you call it? Your eyeliner. And then the last thing you could do is kind of cool. You could take your little eyelash comb, right? You could just go through here and just make sure your eyelashes are going the right way. And that is just a really easy way to use your bronzer to give your face definition and glow instead of using a contour. I know a lot of women are scared of contour because they're dark and they're heavy and they're harder to use. There's a lot of different ones on the market. Maybe you have one that you like that's like a stick and you just rub it around. I love, see now I feel like this side is a little bit more than that side. Let me look in the mirror here. Oh no, it's great. I love actually that I use the purple with the fig. I see the glow that's on my skin from that. I love that. I love the glow. I love a little bit of this, and you can see it right here, the highlight right there of the Illuminator. And then you can take your hair down. And then the last thing you can do, if you don't feel like you've got enough gloss, right? I'm loving this new Cocoa lip oil. See how it's got that shimmer in it? You could do that. You could use the marshmallow if you're very happy with the color on your lips. Marshmallow's got a little sheen in it too. The only thing I say about the marshmallow is because it's white, you should wipe it off after you put it on top of a color, right? Because you don't want it to get in there. Or you could use this to clear, like you could use chai. Let's use chai because chai's kind of going with what I'm going with. So chai is just a gorgeous color, light, kind of pinky, corally. Yeah, that's perfect. And that is using bronzer to glow up your face, add some dimension, a warm, glowy dimension. And don't forget, if you're wearing, you know, a lower neck, or maybe you're wearing a tank, or where maybe you have little spaghetti straps or something, make sure you're glowing it out, right? You make sure you're pulling the color, you know, softly down your décolleté, you know, make sure that this is all gonna work together. Now, I'm not wearing those kind of things. It's, you know, not that kind of weather for me right now. And this is a really quick way to do your makeup and add something else in that you may not have thought of, you know, instead of just sort of brushing on your bronzer, use it as a contour, use it on your eyes as an eyeshadow, and oh, I got a little hair. So that is my video for today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. You'll get notified when a new video goes up, and I would really appreciate it. I would love to meet you back here for other videos on hair and beauty. And have you seen my planning series? I am having so much fun discovering a new way to get organized, get everything that I want to talk about onto paper so that I'm planning and more successful in how I run my day and all the things. So there's that series as well. If you're interested in that, you'll see those as well. So thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time.